Mr. Big episode, I have him categorized as Mr. Big the manipulator because he leaves a message on our answering machine saying that he ain't gonna make it, then pulls up, then is like, oh, I can't stay, and leaves. Clearly a manipulation tactic of like, if I leave, is she gonna follow me like a little puppy dog?
Yeah.
And then Mr. Big, the weirdo, where he finally invites Carrie to dinner only for his homeboy to be there. And then not only is his homeboy there, his homeboy is talking distastefully about women, which kind of shows how you view women in general. If I was carrying that situation.
Yeah.
And if I was carrying that situation, I ain't leaving no fucking money. Fuck y'all.
Yeah. Got a little mango on my teeth. All right. Welcome back. I do got mangoes all stuck in my teeth. Okay. Welcome back to another episode of Where's the Remote? And this is a special edition for our rewatch series, Rewind and Analyze, where we revisit iconic TV. I'm Regine, and I've watched this series just once. And I'm here, as always, with my co-host. What can I use as far as a adjective for him? I'm going to use sophisticated. He's giving sophisticated today with that. What's the color I want to say? Coral shirt.
Okay, I'll take that.
Steven, he is watching this show for the very first time. Normally, our Rewind and Analyze are exclusively on Patreon, but for season 1, we will have the privilege to watch our reviews on YouTube. Well, you will have the privilege, and so will we. All right. How are you doing today, Steven? Please make all out, y'all. That's disgusting. It is what it is. I'm a real nigga first.
I don't even know how to follow up to that. I'm doing all right. I'm hanging in there. How is everything on your side of the world?
I just tore out the mangoes. Dry mangoes are like, I got hip to them. I got hip to them back in February, and I've
been hooked ever since.
Obsessed. Like, it's such a great snack to have, especially like I've been doing this anti-inflammatory, even though I've been slacking lately, but I'm doing this anti-inflammatory diet for my autoimmune disease and stuff. And
shame.
I know.
Shame.
A girl just been hungry. It is what it is. Big mama gots to eat.
Oh,
but I love them. So if y'all out there,
you trying to get a dried mango sponsor?
I need it. The way I'm tearing them down, I need it, especially Sam's. From Costco, the unsweetened ones. The sweetened ones are just too sweet, and I don't like sweet stuff like that. So, so yeah.
Okay.
Had to cut that one out to get the mango out. It's like eating like a fruit snack, but not a fruit snack. I think that's why I like them.
Gotcha. I respect it.
Oh, anyways, let's get into this episode.
Oh man.
Okay. So, in Sex and the City, Season 1, Episode 4-6, Carrie navigates the complexities of beer-going relationship with Mr. Big. Ooh, child, I'm already exhausted of the relationship. Balancing her desire for commitment with his emotional distance and rebounding with the younger man. Meanwhile, the group faces personal challenges. Samantha faces age-related insecurity with a younger partner. Miranda navigates unconventional sexual boundaries, and Charlotte grapples with modern dating etiquette. Together, these episodes highlight the characters' evolving personal and professional lives in New York City. How did you feel about these 3 triple episodes that you just watched?
Again, I think they're solid. Nothing that stands out per se in terms of like key Actually, that's a lie. There are definitely some moments.
Key moment.
Yeah. We'll get into it.
Okay.
we'll definitely get into it. Yeah, I think it's just solid. I'm starting to recognize the pattern, the sort of structure of the show. It's, every episode is a commentary about any social construct that you have. So think, was it one episode is dating younger men and what that entails. Then the other episode was sex and the idea of sexual boundaries and what's appropriate, what isn't appropriate. And then you had the other one. I'm trying to remember what the message was there. But the other one was the whole having sex with people that you're embarrassed about, which is fucking wild, fucking wild. But yeah, I'm starting to see the pattern.
Yeah.
So I'm like paying attention to that a little bit more. But yeah, more solid, just solid stuff thus far. And again, I've never seen the show. I only seen the scene, and I mentioned it before, of Carrie getting caught by Mr. Big's wife.
Oh yeah,
but
we get there.
I do know that the actress who plays Samantha does not fuck with Sarah Jessica Parker. I was aware of that, and granted, it's very early. We're only 6 episodes in, and yeah, she's the focal point, but they don't give the other lady shit to do. Basically,
you mean like Miranda and Charlotte?
Yeah, it'd be like little things here and there, and then it's like, okay, what are you trying to say? There's no resolution in their sort of events. It's kind of like, oh, here's some shit that your homegirl went through, and then that was it. Like, okay.
From what I remember, again, I only watched this one time, and it's been, I think I watched it right before I got married. So it's been like 2 years or so. Okay. So, I think from what I remember, we do, as the seasons go on, we get a little bit deeper into their lives. But,
yeah, of course,
first season is all about Carrie ass, and, there's that. There is that. There's that. So, yeah, we're going to do a little bit different this episode, obviously, because of your brain. We're going to do
is that a shot? That feels like a shot.
No shot. Listen, I talk in shade. Don't take it personal. Don't take it personal.
All right.
It's just,
say less.
You watch Housewives, you have no other choice but do fun shade. Ain't nothing wrong with little fun shade, fun light shade.
I'll have rebuttals.
I know you will. I know you will. I know you will. Okay. So with that being said, we're going to break it down in 4 categories. We have our dating and societal views, our 2026 lens, the men on trial, and then we have our core 4 analysts. Sound it out, Elmo. Analysis.
Yes, analysis.
That don't even sound right. That's why I didn't want to say it like
that. I mean, that's why I always say English is a very overrated language, because there's so many things that don't make sense. But yes, core 4 analysis, and then quotes if applicable.
Yeah, I don't have any quotes, no quotables. Maybe you do, but
yeah, because I think there are certain things that are said that leads to like bigger discussions.
Okay.
So yeah, I think there's some of that in here.
So let's start off, obviously, with our 2026 lens. I think that's a good way to start, because what other way to start what we're currently in?
Exactly.
All right. So starting with episode 4. Back in 98, an older woman dating a younger guy was treated like a scandal worth a group debrief over brunch. Today, age gap dating barely raises an eyebrow.
This is very true.
Dating apps let you filter for, and plenty of successful women date younger partners in plain sight. What plays as shocking here now just plays as Tuesday. That's true. Honestly, one thing I do admire about these women, honestly, truly, is they live by the Miss One, next 15 one coming. Like, that is their entire thing. They'll have a man today, and by tomorrow, it'll be a whole nother man.
I mean, hasn't that always been the thing?
I don't think so. Not in today's world.
No.
I don't believe that.
I think that's always the thing. I think, well, let me clarify. I think it's more so the standpoint of a woman will always have multiple suitors. Whether she entertains them or not, that's a different conversation. But I think women's going to always have multiple suitors, even if they are partnered, married, whatever the case is, they'll have suitors. So obviously with all of them, for the most part, being single, they're living their best life. And it's New York.
They're actually entertaining them. I think nowadays, entertaining a new suitor.
Well, yeah, and I think that's why we do the whole 2026 lens, is because there's a level of social awareness that women have now that we clearly see some of these ladies do not have back in 98. And so that's why it's easier for them to be like, oh, I'll entertain this.
Yeah.
And versus now, it's like, okay, you said some dumb shit. This is clipped. You
Yeah.
are clipped.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. So for episode 4, when it comes to the age gap, what notes do you have for that?
the age gap didn't necessarily bother me too
Yeah.
much. I think I did have something specifically here. Hold
Mhm.
on. When it came to, I guess the whole thing with like when it came to what was his name, Sam. Like,
Yeah.
I think it was a bit much. It was a bit
Some
dramatic with not even the tongue ring thing. I don't really give a fuck about.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
that's old. That's like old shit. Like that's like even when I was younger, you saw a girl with a tongue ring or whatever. It's like, oh,
She
what's
freaked
that?
out.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like that's regular degular
She's
shit
a
at this
freak
point.
hoe. Mhm.
But yeah, I think her coming to the realization that she was not gonna be with Sam, I was like, this is a lot. Like him having a roommate and then his crib is a mess and all
Yeah.
this other extra shit. I was like,
Yeah.
this is way too much. With that being said, I do have two slightly actually maybe just one personal story about it.
Oh Lord.
Because I think they essentially were trying to showcase of like he's still a boy. Like he has a roommate. He don't got his shit together. Then the whole like after they had sex and then he wakes up and he's just spewing out random nonsense. I don't know what the fuck that was about. But I think there is a level of commentary there with, as a man and you're entertaining whoever, regardless of what type of what sexual orientation that you date, like
Mhm.
keep your shit on point. Like make your home not only a home for yourself, but make it something welcoming for whoever you're engaging with, whether it's purely physical or people that you're seeing on a more personal level. And I remember one of my exes, we're still cordial. And it had been like a few years after we had broke up,
Yeah.
or separated. And I was like, yo, like what you up to? Like, you don't be out and about. Like, I know
Yeah.
you got kids or whatever, but you don't be, mingling or whatever. And then she tells me the story of well, first, she didn't tell me the story. First, she was like, it's your fault. It's all your fault. And I was like, excuse me?
Dang, now she blaming
I
you.
I haven't seen you in
She said
400
if it
plus.
wasn't for you, she wouldn't have to be talking about this.
Incorrect. But she jokingly blames me, and then she was like, the last time she entertained this guy, they were talking a little bit. Then I guess he invites her over.
Mm.
She goes over. Motherfucker barely got a carton of water in
Yeah.
his damn refrigerator, and I'm like, really? And she was like, yeah, like I just didn't understand, and I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. Like if I know, because we also have to be respectful. Like sometimes it's not my week to do groceries. I ain't got it to do
Yeah.
groceries this week.
Yeah.
If that's the case, I'm not inviting company over,
Yeah.
or I'm going to make sure that I'm able to accommodate them in some sort of way.
Somehow, yeah.
But otherwise, I'm not inviting nobody over if I don't got the right things to, give the proper impression. So
Yeah.
I think a lot of times men don't think about that. There was always those conversations
Not
of,
men in their 20s. No, they're definitely not. They're
there's men in their 30s that don't do that shit.
You're
Or
right. You're right. But definitely in Sam's case, definitely in your 20s. Niggas barely think
yeah,
about what kind of drawers they got on.
tough. Thankfully, I was never like that. I was always try to be very considerate about who it is that I
You're
bring
giving
over.
metrosexual.
Maybe.
Yeah, but
I don't even. You know what?
that's
I'm
not even
kind
a
of
thing
again.
no more, right?
Yeah, like that should. I also think that's like that might be a thing of patriarchy to like try to determine a man who upkeeps his hygiene and you know make sure that he looks good is needs to be titled as something. Like
Yeah,
why
you're
can't you?
right. But to your point, because of patriarchy,
Right,
Being
because
metrosexual
metrosexual
makes
is
it sound.
he might be gay, and it's
That's not
like,
how I take it. That's not how I take it. I take
well,
it as
for I don't think people use that term anymore. But when it
they
was more
don't.
popular,
But yeah, it was like, yeah, he could definitely be a little gay. But just like, uh, how many men do you know that actually take care of themselves? I think that's a positive. That
yeah,
is a positive.
yeah,
Yeah, I don't think people really took it as a positive back then because of patriarchy.
right.
So
So
yeah.
it's like I remember, and they probably still do this now. It's like, oh, you start going on a first date with a guy, or you start talking to a guy.
Mhm.
Yo, how many pillows you got on your bed? If you only got one, guess what, brother? You better hold that one tight.
That's all you got.
That's
Yeah.
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 And granted, not to give niggas a pass, stuff like that is not taught. Like even myself, I had to learn that over
Yeah.
time of like,
Yeah.
oh, I need to have like 4, 5,
A lot of
6,
stuff. Furniture,
yeah,
all
like
these things. Yeah.
even, and this will be the last thing I'll mention. Like I remember a few years ago, which is kind of crazy because it was a white man that put it on TikTok, and he was like, yo, if you are a guy and you have your own place and you invite women over, why do you not have the supplies or hygiene products there for, just in case your homegirl comes over and her period may start?
Men aren't doing all
Or she may have a bad sort of, maybe maybe she had a bad day and she wants to come and take off her makeup and things of that nature. And so there was so many different things that I had to purchase from my place because it's like, oh, I never considered that
Yeah.
ever. And
Yeah,
it's
of
just
course.
like out of convenience
Yeah.
versus, but yeah,
Yeah.
the fellas got to do better.
Yeah. So for me, this episode made me think of women in their 30s, right? Where they're kind of in line, especially your early 30s. You're in this weird space where you
Mm-hmm.
probably are dating men in your 30s at around your age, but you potentially could date a little younger man, late 20s, and or in Big's case, a man in his 40s too as well. And like, is this a good thing, a bad thing, a tricky thing for women to like be in this space of, do I date a younger man to get the fun and fearlessness and carelessness, or a 40-year-old man who is just like, he's stuck in his ways and there's no changing him?
Well, this is why you got some women who start to experiment because they fucking losing on both sides. Like that should
And
be
that's
like that.
why I honestly, I'm just pointing my life. That's what I'm telling my homegirls. Listen,
Have you tried some cooch?
I'm just saying.
Have you tried some?
I'm just saying. My best friend is a lesbian, and even though lesbian drama is a whole drama in itself,
Lesbian drama is the same drama as heterosexual drama.
yes, but it's a little bit more heightened, in the drama sense, because it can get very chaotic. But you're not wrong.
Yeah, because people
It
are
just comes a little
human.
bit quicker, I think.
Yeah, I think. How can I say this without offending anybody?
Okay.
I think it could be a bit more dramatized and a
Mhm.
bit more over the top
Yes. Yeah.
in
That's about it. I think it just
facets.
happens quicker, like, than, like, in a heterosexual relationship. The drama can happen, but it might not happen within, like, it won't happen within the first 30 days. It might
Mm-hmm.
happen 60 days or so, 45 to 60 days, the drama starts. But in a lesbian relationship or same-sex relationship, that drama might start within the first 2 to 3 weeks. So, yeah.
And I know a couple people that have engaged in experimenting, or
Yeah.
they were bisexual,
Yeah.
and then they immediately went back to dating men, and their primary reason was, normally I'm the quote unquote emotional one in the dynamic, and now
Mhm.
that I'm dealing with someone else who
Yeah, you got
is
2, yeah.
as emotional, it's
Yeah.
like, you know what? I'm going back to the penis.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Like definitely won't say this name,
Oh,
but I
gee.
know somebody who she was just being physical with this other woman,
Mhm.
and then whenever they were done one time, she said the 3 words. She said, "I love you." And she was like, "Top out, top out."
Hold on. Love? What you know about love? What's love got to do with it?
Baby girl, you just a munch.
All right. Do you got anything else to say about this episode?
These are not my stories. These are not my personal stories. These are things that I've been told.
Oh my God. That was insane to hear.
Hey, listen, and it could happen for men too. Like, understand your role.
I think people don't understand it because people are not telling them their role. So there is that. And I think that's the bigger question of it all.
We see a lot of that in these 3 episodes as well. People not understanding shit. So
yeah, because nobody's telling them, actually, hold on. What Rocco say? We just be cool in it. We ain't going steady. Like, that is I used to say that in high school, okay? Because I understood exactly what that meant. We cool. We ain't like that yet. Chill. Chill.
If ever.
I mean, to be honest, if ever, just chill. We might get there. We might not. Okay. But anything else to say about episode 4 before we talk about episode 5 and their 2026 lens?
Yes, just some like quick notes.
Go ahead.
Or actually 2 quick notes, and then one that might be a bit of a little bit of a longer conversation. Okay. 1, episode 4, we see Carrie. I think when her and Miranda were at the restaurant, Carrie's calling her answering machine to get her voicemails, and it's like, damn. That used to be a thing. Yeah. You used to and get that shit directly to your phone. You have to call your answering machine just to find out what messages.
Put in your pin.
Yeah, wild times. And then the only other quick note was in episode 4. I think Carrie wakes up one morning, and I forgot who called her or whether I forgot what it was exactly.
Like Charlotte called her.
Yeah, I think Charlotte called her, and then she was like, "Oh, hold on, let me get my morning Marlboro Light." And I was like, "Yo."
She let them cig.
Smoking them cigs casually was wild time.
Yeah.
Little kid out here with the little cancer sticks. More power to y'all.
Especially in the 90s. Oh my God. It makes you think about like when we used to have like smoking sections at the restaurant.
Tough. They was selling y'all cancer. Yo.
What? Oh my God. Let me tell you a crazy story. This has nothing to do with this. So one year we went to Vegas or whatever. Scotty just really wanted, for some reason, he wanted to be on the smoking floor at a hotel. And I had to tell him, I told him before, I'm like, I don't think you understand what that means. Like, you think people are going to be smoking weed on, they're not. They're not going to be smoking any weed on there. It's going to smell like straight cigarettes. So he don't listen. So he got to find out himself. As soon as we get to the floor, before those doors open, cigarette smell just hit you. Like, I literally almost threw up. Like, people don't understand how terrible cigarette smells. Like, it smells like cancer. I'm so sorry. It literally smells like cancer. For real.
Yeah. No, never indulged, never cared. I don't see what the hype was about.
Oh my God. I could never take a swig. Like,
Granted, there's like generations of programming behind it, but yeah.
Yeah.
No
That's
thanks.
probably why we don't.
No thanks.
Yeah.
And then my last thing for episode 4 in terms of the 2026 lens. This is when Carrie sees Sam, the younger man, and then she sits on his no, they go to the younger club because they was at somewhere else first. Then they go to the younger club after, and then she sits on his lap and she's like, "Oh, I hope I'm not too heavy." I'm like, yo. All y'all ladies say that shit. Like, why?
Well, first off,
if I invite you, I'm taking accountability and responsibility. And even if you are a bit too heavy, no one is going to ever admit that.
Yeah, I know. But it's just like, oh my God, you don't want to be like, you sit on the man's leg and he just shaking.
Start wobbling.
Say shaking. It's like,
well, you gotta assess the situation. Gotta assess the situation.
His head thinking, this big bitch, if she don't get off of me, like, you don't want to deal with that at all. So yeah. Okay, is that it?
Yes, that's it.
Okay.
That's it for episode 4 at least.
Okay, cool.
2026 lens.
Next, we have episode 5. The idea that sex can be leveraged isn't subtext anymore. It's a whole genre of TikTok discourse. I mean, I'm so fucking tired of TikTok. It's ridiculous. Transactional dating, soft life, or soft, oh my God, another fucking trigger word. Arrangement, sugar dynamics. What felt like faintly taboo in 98 is now openly debated in comment sections. This episode was ahead of its time. It just didn't have the vocabulary yet. OMG.
Mm,
OMG.
mm, mm. I think that one is very interesting because
It was.
I don't think a lot of people, let me say not a lot of people, but actually, yeah. I don't think a lot of women would admit it, but I think there's a healthy population that would prefer things that way.
But being able to just get
If
wine.
I'm gonna be intimate with you, then
I might as well.
there's a dollar amount to this.
Yeah. I think it's they're not admitting it, but they are putting it on social media for us to see, right? So
Yeah.
obviously there are a lot of women who are paying for their own things. But then we do see a lot, especially on TikTok, we see a lot of story times where women will get on social media and talk about how a man in the beginning love bombed her, was doing this, that, and the third. And then come to find out it was some bullshit. So yeah, it's like, but that's what you get. Not that's what you get, like your consequence of your actions, but like that's what happens when you are in that situation where you're not really using your brain and you're just having a ball, and that's just what happens. Unfortunately.
I remember, I forgot where it was from, but I remember this girl, I think it was on TikTok. She's on TikTok and she was like, anytime you see these women out here talking about I make 15K a month or 20K a month, but they ain't got no job, they never mention no job, just know she's selling that cat. Like, just know she's selling that cat. And I think, and this is not, trying to attack women. Yeah. But also a lot of men operate in that sort of realm too. Yeah. They just don't.
You got it.
That, or they don't got the money to actually pay for what they're seeking. And so
that part too.
You'll get the whole like, oh, I took you out to dinner, I did this, like, what's good? Like, what we doing after this? And it's like, hey, I'm going home.
You're like, that was only a $50 ticket. Like,
right. And so
like, what you think? Yeah.
I think both sides would love some sort of happy medium. It would never happen.
No.
But because there is the, stigma behind paying for sexual services. But I think a lot of people would happily oblige and be like, you know what, it's much easier. I ain't really like it like that. You ain't really gonna cover all the bases. So if I'm going to toss it, may as well get compensated for my time.
It's in some kind of way. And then it's also, especially like on this show, these women are really casually dating. They're casually having sex. They're casually making out with these men. So when you're casually doing all these things, it kind of like, not saying it comes with the territory, but you might bump into a man like that. Like how Carrie bumped into this architect from Paris where he was like, he had her in for a loop, like she was in a movie, and then by the end of it, he was like,
and she
kind of led with it. She kind of led with it.
Because it was like, oh, she was when they were walking down the street, it's like, oh, I'm not in the
broke.
best
She
place.
said I'm broke.
I'm not in the best place financially. I got a little shopping addiction. Well, first of all, shorty tell me that, red fucking flag. I just met you. Why are you telling me about what sort of addictions and money issues that you got? It's not even 2 hours yet.
I don't think Carrie don't be thinking. She just be vibing. But I think a lot of women are like that. But then, yes, there are some women who do be like, just so you know.
Yeah.
I ain't got it. So
that's like, I remember this woman was going viral on a podcast because she was like, if you're not going to pay for my babysitter, we're not going out.
Yeah. It's a lot of rules and regulations out here. It's a lot.
I almost did like the Scooby-Doo, like, like.
But somebody's paying for it, and that's the reality. The only reason why she is saying that is because somebody has done it
You'd be
twice.
surprised.
Right.
I'm not gonna say it happens all the time, but I think a lot of times people throw ideologies out there and they don't actually live them.
Oh, that's very true, especially on social media.
Or they'll go through so many bad situations and then they go to an absolute extreme where
Yeah.
it's like, oh, this guy did this guy did that, this guy did this. Now, if you want to talk to me, X, Y, and Z got to happen. And it's like, why I'm getting punished for what some other motherfucker did? That's not my semen.
It's
Like,
just the game. It's just the game.
Wild times. Wild times.
Yeah.
Wild times.
Carrie's friend. I forgot what her name was.
Oh, I have it here because I definitely have a note about her.
Yes,
Not about her behavior. I didn't give two shits about her behavior.
Carrie. Oh my god.
Amalita.
Yeah.
Yes.
I loved her because honestly, she was just, again, casually dating these men. One day she was with Peter and he was buying her Gucci, Dolce & Gabbana, all of that. And next day she was with somebody else who was doing the exact same thing. And then what Miranda say? Does she even have a job? Like her job, what Carrie said, she's like an international fun girl or something like that.
And I mean, there are women who just want to operate like that. When you see some of these women that are around certain celebrities or around rappers and certain athletes, and then people will ask like, oh, how come all the men keep dating or keep being involved with the same woman?
They are definitely
that's the lifestyle that they want. I don't frown anybody if somebody's gonna provide it for you, like by all means.
Why not? Use your pretty privilege. That's basically what you're doing. You're using your pretty privilege for good for yourself. Why not? Just protect yourself. That's all I say.
And again, I don't really care, but if you care enough, then don't make yourself look like an idiot. Then don't be on randomly like, men don't really want to know the real me. It's like, come on, come on, come on, man. What are we doing?
Bitch, you don't even know the real you. No
like,
shade.
What are we talking about?
No shade. Yeah. But I think another big conversation about this episode is how high profile men use their money for sex and to get women. And I think for women, they are more flattered versus like what is actually happening in the sense. Like he's not just you, like he doesn't really want to get to know you, to your point. They don't want to get to know the real you. And, they just want to get to know you for a night or two, or when they in your city. That's basically it. And it's like,
1,000%.
Do you want to play into this or do you want more than this? You got to ask yourself those questions. So
yeah, because it's a double-edged sword.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, he might be slightly attractive or whatever.
Yeah.
But he's more attractive because he got money.
Yes.
And so he knows this. You fuck with me or you have interest in me because I have money. So I'm going to just throw it whatever I want at you. And more than likely, you're giving up the draws. Like, you're giving up the draws. And so it becomes the barter system.
Yeah. Yeah. Basically, it is a barter system.
Yeah, it becomes very transactional because now he's in a position where I don't have to develop any skills. Like, how many times have we seen quote unquote regular women who have been in the vicinity of these athletes and rappers or whoever? And like, he's actually kind of corny. And it's like, yeah, because all you see him is on TV and allegedly, the materialistic shit around him. He's never developed anything else. So
there you have it. And that's why I could never like looks is not enough. It's never been enough for me, at least. Personality goes a long, long way. I will talk to you, got money, and I just be like, I can't do this. I can't.
So some don't care as long as they keep getting the bags, they keep getting the trips, they keep getting all expenses paid. They, entertain the bullshit jokes or the what you doing to death or the I hit you up, or we hang out, we do whatever. I don't see you for 2-3 months. Never. I don't even know if you fucking died in a ditch. But then when I'm back in town, yo, pull up. Not even, hi, how you doing? It's been a while.
Yeah.
How's the kids? How's your mom? None of that. Yo, pull up.
They don't even know you got kids or mother. So, there is that. Okay. Anything else for episode 5?
Oh yes. I think in the beginning of the episode, or multiple times in the episodes, we see Carrie and Samantha try to get seated at the restaurant,
yeah.
and it keeps failing. And I don't do trendy spots. I do not like waiting. I'm a
Yeah.
very impatient person. But for a lot of people, that's New York City culture. You want to
Yeah.
get to these hot spots. You want to be at such and such.
Yeah.
I've never done that shit. I think the most high profile place I've ever been is the place I told you and Scotty to go when you was in New York that one time.
That's a hope. Well, you know what? I could see it being a high profile place because it was a family or something, and they all had Chanel's and all that stuff. And that was a great restaurant. I would love to go back. It was so good.
Listen. And my whole thing was like, y'all going through all this hell trying to get seated or whatever.
Yeah.
New York has way too many restaurants.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, a lot of these 5-star spots, shit don't even be that good. You could find a hole in the wall spot, and it'd be the best fucking cuisine you've ever had in your life.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm cool. And I think it also, from like a 2026 sort of perspective, you also think about like gentrification and how that's impacted New York, and how like social media has also impacted the food scene. So it's like you'll have these places that become crazy popular. You finally get there and the shit be fucking mid. Like, because I live in Jersey, you know, I take a specific train to get into Jersey. And I always have to walk to that train station. By that train station is like this really popular pizza spot. Rain, sleet, snow.
It's a line?
There's a line outside.
Oh my God.
It's fucking New York. You could get pizza. Granted, I don't think pizza in the city is that great.
Yeah.
You have to get pizza in the boroughs. You got to go to Queens. You got to go to Brooklyn. You got to go to like the family-owned, not to be offensive, they probably got Mexicans working back there. Like, you need to go to the family-owned spot where like they know your name. They watch you grew up. Like, that's where you're going to get your best pizza. You're not going to the city for no slice. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
We just want a quick one at least.
And it's like stand there waiting and can't be seated. Like, I think the stat is it would take you 2 years to visit every restaurant in New York City if you went to one like each day.
Jesus Christ!
Because there's just so many in all the different boroughs.
Oh
and
my God!
All the different cuisines. So all that shit Carrie and Samantha was doing couldn't be me.
Yeah,
couldn't be me.
They do love the high profile places. I mean, obviously,
because they think they're gonna meet men with money.
That part, and it's the profession. Like, Samantha has her own PR firm,
right?
Carrie is a writer in a magazine. Charlotte is a gallery art dealer. And then we have Miranda is a big time lawyer. So it makes sense on why these women go to these places, but still, like, yeah, to your point, not worth it.
Never. I refuse.
Yeah. All right. So next week, episode 6. Carrie hides her furniture store boyfriend because he doesn't match her image. Not because he's unkind, just because he's uncool on paper. That is extremely 2026. Is it? Dating for aesthetic compatibility. That's a thing. Filtering partners by how they look next to you online. That is a thing. The shame here isn't about character. It's about branding. Yuck. Yeah, everybody's so aesthetic heavy nowadays. Everything is an aesthetic. And I think that's why we're having this authenticity issue going on. Because aesthetic don't mean shit. Only if you have like a real
let's not too much now.
Only if you have a real authentic aesthetic. Like, people tell me I have a great aesthetic and I'm just like, this is just me. Like, I don't know what that means. But you know, what do I know? What do I know?
Yeah, I think, and then maybe aesthetic is the wrong word. I think there is a presence about each individual
Yeah.
That, you know, it could be how you dress, your
Yeah.
sense of fashion, how that
Yeah.
relates to your personality. When it comes to, you know, your partners, usually, and even your friends too, like usually
Yeah.
they kind of match your aesthetic in some sort of way,
I
if you
guess.
want to use aesthetic in that sort of frame.
I
So I
guess.
think, yes, there is a level where people get too far, which kind of ties into the whole rich guy and these women and their
Yeah.
lifestyles. It's like, oh, I can't really date no regular motherfucker because look at me. It's like I can't do no shit like that. And
Yeah.
so I think that plays a factor. But if we're talking about from like present day, I've been saying this for years. A lot of people do not date for their own approval. They date for the approval of their parents.
Validation.
They date for the approval of social media. They
Yeah.
date for the approval of their friend group.
So
If
deep.
you're religious, you date for religious reasons. Like
Yeah.
there's so many different things. I think, and I don't know if I've said this on here since this is only the second recording we're doing, but
Mhm.
I think the dumbest thing in the world is when people are dating someone, posting it on social media and covering their face.
Oh, hey, it is dumb as shit. It's
It
so
is
fucking stupid. It's like,
mind-boggling.
is it Future?
It literally makes no sense. None. It's like, what are
Yeah.
you hiding?
Yeah.
Because there's the whole like, oh, I don't want to find out that
No
he's
face, no
actually,
case.
yeah, okay, sure, whatever. But then it's also, you don't want people to comment on how this person looks. That's why you're covering the face, because if they think, oh, you actually supposed to be with someone who's a bit more attractive, then you have people in the comments like, really? Him? Her? Like, that's who you chose? And I think a
I
lot of
feel
times
that.
people do shit like that. And it's like, okay, so then you don't even really like the person for who
For
they
who they
are.
are, yeah.
You want to find someone that you get the seal of approval from everybody around you.
Which is kind of stupid because I think we all look at beauty differently as people. So it's just like, listen, it's a lot of people that my friends have dated who I don't think are the most attractive person. However, what they got to do with me? Like, it has nothing to do with me at
In the
all.
words of light skinned Jermaine, what you eat don't make me shit. Who you
Dead
fuck
ass.
don't make me come. Like,
Don't.
if that's what you're doing,
That's
kudos. I hope they treat you well. That's
that's
the
it.
only thing. That's the only
That's
thing I'm
it.
concerned about.
That's
I
it.
never assess their level of attractiveness. That's not for me to judge.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody's ever asked me that because why?
Don't give a damn.
I wish one of my friends would say like, yeah, Steven reached out to me. He was like, yo, he trying to talk to this shorty and like, what he wants to know what y'all think. Never in the history of niggerdom has that ever
Who
fucking happened. I
cares?
don't care about what y'all think. I
Yeah.
refuse.
But I think that's also like a bigger 2026 question. Everybody cares about what everybody, I think we said this last episode, how like just everybody cares about what everybody thinks. And nobody's thinking even like, what do I think? What do I like? And that's kind of going to the aesthetic thing, right? Because of this aesthetic propaganda thing going on.
It's a pandemic.
It, bruh.
It's an epidemic.
Yes. Yeah, it really is. Because if I get online and somebody say, what are we doing for fall? What are we doing for Valentine's Day? What aesthetic are we doing for Christmas? If I see that every fucking day, that means
Tough.
nobody knows what the fuck they're doing. They're just waiting for somebody to validate them.
Build your own vibe.
Like, what the fuck? Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. It actually makes me cringe. I just be like, and I think that's why I'm like kind of like, I love social media. I love the social part of social media. However, the everybody needs to do everybody the same thing it's just so cringe to me. It's so cringe.
Yeah. Tough.
Yeah.
Tough.
It's very tough.
What can you do?
Anything else about episode 6 when it comes?
3 quick points. When the girls are outside waiting for the bus to see Carrie's ad, I think the 2026 equivalent of that is people who buy space for billboards on Times Square. You see,
you rude.
it's not shade. I'm just saying it's a comparison. It's a comparison. There's nothing wrong with it. I personally hate Times Square, but that's because I'm a native New Yorker.
Of course, New Yorkers hate it. They hate. When I say New Yorkers hate
so much overstimulation.
Yes.
And I used to work there too. Oh my God.
Oh my God. When we was in New York for our anniversary, and I told Scotty, you can get any hotel anywhere. Do not make it close to Times Square. And of course, he just wasn't listening. Like, it was a couple of blocks from it. However, it was just too close. And so my mom's best friend, she had met us in Soho, and she took us back to her hotel, and she was like, "Why the fuck are y'all over here?" And I was like, "I told him."
It's just way too overstimulating. Yeah, there's crazy shit going on. Mad tourists. It's just a lot. It's too much. It's way too much. I can't.
Yeah.
What else do I have here? They have that one flashback scene where Charlotte messes with the rabbi or whatever he was. That is the actor Glenn Flesher, who we would know as the Yellow King from True Detective.
Oh, wow. I love it.
I don't know why you did that hand gesture.
I want to connect.
And then I think this whole episode 6, goes back to what we said last week. Stop dating people you don't like that.
Yeah.
Like, you doing all this fucking work hiding people because that goes to another thing of what we said earlier. You're dating people for approval of others.
Yeah.
You got this woman hiding at the little Chinese restaurant because you didn't want everybody else to find out because she's not socially attractive.
She wasn't even an ugly girl. Like, she was a cutie. She was a cutie. And he, like, everything about her he liked. It was just the way she looked was just not enough.
And that's why I think I said this in last week's recorded too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gotta work. It gotta work because I can't. And I'm definitely not I think respectfully and like in a more humble manner. I think my taste is good enough where I could style someone. But if I'm gonna give you a whole wardrobe sort of thing, I
can't do it.
No. You gotta be able to, like, hey, I have some stuff and I just maybe not care to dress up all the time versus, oh no, like my sense of fashion just is non-existent. I can't do that. Yeah. I can't do that. And then I've had like friends be like, oh, just, tell them what to do or like put them on. I'm like, and then when we break up, now you walking around with my sauce? Oh, no.
That's the game, but that is just the game though. That is the game. That is the game. You date somebody to make them better, and you make them better for the next person, and that's just the game.
Well,
the love of game.
I'm taking my ball and going home.
My shit. Yeah, it don't work like that. Sorry. But yeah, anything else before we move on to Men on Trial? All right. Men on Trial. Episode 4 puts 2 men on the dock. Exhibit A, Sean. His crime isn't anything he does, it's what he represents. No ambition, no depth, an easy choice, dressed up as a red flag. Exhibit B, Skipper, of course. Miranda's painfully earnest assistant mocked for being too sincere. In 2026, that's not a flaw, that's a nice guy energy, and it's hard to rebrand. Any other guys that you want to talk about?
John, the chef that Samantha ends up sleeping with.
Yeah.
Perfect example of men are too stupid for their own good and constantly talk themselves out of vagina. After they had sex, he says to her, you got the cutest wrinkles on your neck. Crazy.
Wrinkles?
Crazy.
Excuse me? After they had the best sex ever.
Delusional.
Don't think. They just don't think.
Delusional. And then this was also a very big Mr. Big episode. I have him categorized as Mr. Big the manipulator because he leaves a message on her answering machine saying that he ain't gonna make it, then pulls up, then is like, oh, I can't stay, and leaves. Clearly a manipulation tactic of like, if I leave, is she gonna follow me like a little puppy dog?
Yeah.
And then Mr. Big, the weirdo, where he finally invites Carrie to dinner, only for his homeboy to be there. And then not
yeah.
only is his homeboy there, his homeboy is talking distastefully about women, which
Yeah.
kind of shows how you view women in
Yeah.
general. If I was carrying that
Yeah.
situation,
Yeah.
and if I was carrying that situation, I ain't leaving no fucking money. Fuck y'all.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm happy that Carrie made the decision to actually just, I'm going to exit stage left. I don't need to be here.
I
You
mean,
and
I
your homeboy
guess.
can do what y'all need to do. I'm looking for a date. I'm not looking for a third wheel with your homeboy. Like, that's not
Yeah,
cute.
very weirdo behavior.
Yeah.
And hate to say it, Jay-Z did that too.
Well, we're not talking about him.
Because I would have never, like, what? This is not a group outing. It's not somebody's birthday party.
Mhm.
This isn't,
This is
this
a
is a
date.
one-on-one.
Yeah.
Why would I don't even want to see another man in the vicinity of where I'm going to be at. Like, it
Yeah.
should be
Why would you invite
me,
him out?
my date, and just nothing but women inside the restaurant. Like, I don't even want to see another man, let alone I want to bring my homeboy. Like, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
But
Especially the last time you seen her. The crazy thing about Big was he was like, "Yeah, I told you I could only be there for an hour." So I was outside for 20 minutes and then I was looking for you for another 30 minutes. So yeah, that's all the time I have. I'm out of here. And the fact that she kept going back is insane. But hey, it is what it is.
oh, we'll get there. We will
It
get
is
there.
what it is.
We will get
Anybody else you
there.
want to talk about? You want to talk about Sean? We kind of talked about Sean a little bit, but Sean or Skipper?
We could save Skipper for episode 5. Well, I guess we could talk about Skipper now for episode 5.
Oh well, yeah.
I don't even know how many more words I could develop to describe this man. But the whole when he pulls up to Carrie's apartment and then it's like, hey, we had sex, but it's like that's it. There's nothing more. Like, I don't even shower afterwards. I like to spend the whole day smelling like
Yeah.
Miranda. Brother, get it together. Get it together. First of all, that's very unsanitary. You just walking around with vagina juices all over your flesh?
Like, go home, Roger. Like, at least do that first. Yeah.
Yeah. He's just absolute mess.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. He just wants to be wanted.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tough.
Anybody else for episode 4?
No, nobody
All
else for episode
right.
4.
Cool. Episode
Wait,
5.
episode 4 or episode 5?
Oh, I forgot we moved on to episode 4. What episode 5?
Yeah. I have
Episode 5.
only other person for
Yeah.
episode 5, Neville Morgan asking your I don't even want to know what to title it as. Like, I guess
Somebody you want to work with, basically.
yeah, like business, the client, whatever,
Yeah.
client to
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah.
Asking her like, hey, you want to pose for these portraits? Oh
Yeah.
yeah. But not of your face. The cooch. I need to see it. I need to see the hoof. I need to see whatever lips are flapping around. I need to see it all. If the clit makes an appearance, I'll paint that too. That is
Mhm.
wild. Absolutely insane. But
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. Anybody else for episode 5? Okay.
The big
Yeah.
weirdo energy for the men per
I
usual.
mean, yeah, Big keeps going. Honestly, I can't even put Gio on trial because I'm not saying what he did was warranted. However, he didn't make up a fantasy at all. And I respect it. Listen, you heard my story. You heard I didn't have no money. You heard I had an addiction. Thank you for your services, for providing for me and mine. And you moved on. Love it. Love it. Love it.
I would say maybe this is projection in some sort of way.
Yeah.
But I would find that as a turnoff. And maybe because I'm not in a tax bracket where I could provide that for someone. But yeah, it's like
kind of money.
Yeah, it's like that's like if a man tells you he ain't got no money. Like
It must be rich nigga shit only, you know? Like rich
yeah,
niggas
that's
like
just
shit. Well, what's a little $1,000?
and I'm not saying you shouldn't talk about it at all, but so early
Yeah,
on
to lead with it, yeah.
it's because now you're just making it seem like you're just looking for a financial provider.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And she got it.
She did get her. She got her a new Jimmy Choo shoe, a new Dolce Gabbana shoe. Carrie loves a good shoe. She spends her whole check on a shoe.
That sounds like poor money management, which means I should not be dating you long term.
Hey,
It's giving
hey.
those housewives who end up maxing out their husband's credit cards and then they have to go to fucking counseling because she has a shopping addiction.
Hey, that means it's the inside. Having a shopping addiction. Oh my God. When I had a shopping addiction, it was so bad. I'm so happy I'm delivered. Therapy really helped me. It was so, so bad. Oh my God. It's just like that. I need that hit. Another hit. Another hit. Ooh,
What's next? What's next?
All right, episode 6. Dude, who are we putting on trial?
Let me see. Should I go with the other ladies first? Let's go with the other ladies first before I really get in my bag.
Oh,
Samantha, they didn't really give her that much in these 3 episodes, but she continues to be the most progressive of the group.
yeah.
Every sort of like ideological foundation that they try to cover in each episode, she's like, sex on the first date, sex on the 10th date, don't fucking matter.
It don't.
Or
it don't.
Well, when Charlotte was bugging out because her new boy toy wanted to do it in the butt. Holes are holes. Holes are holes.
It is magnificent too. So
yeah, like why are you tripping?
Try it. Yeah.
Why are you tripping? So yeah, she's just the most progressive one of the group.
Yeah.
And then Miranda is also a piece of shit because she tells Charlotte that she and Skipper are just fucking. But it's obvious that only she knows that. Skipper does not know that in any capacity.
Yeah.
And then it kind of goes to the whole like, stop dealing with people you're not interested in because he clearly likes you more in comparison than you might not even really like him. You just tolerate him. He seems to be resourceful. He's basically a butler with a penis. That's basically how she's treating him. And so it's like she's trash for that. And then also I didn't really care about the whole like when she linked up with that other guy that she hit by mistake at what was it? Like they were doing taekwondo or some shit.
Oh yeah,
and
the doctor.
Yeah, the doctor. And then they had sex, and then he goes off to work, and then she goes through his stuff and finds like porno. Yeah, and like then she brings it up. I was like, well, what's the point here? I guess the only point is mind your business. Like,
men don't like to be embarrassed, so it's like, bitch, if I never told you about this, why are you bringing it up to me now? You're kink shaming me. you're kink shaming me.
That, and it's not like you went through my medicine cabinet. You went through like my
shit.
Yeah, like you doing a lot. You doing a lot. So she's definitely trash for that. Who else do I have here? I guess kind of going into Charlotte and Samantha when yes, the whole being called, they had some funny moments. Being called up the butt girl, I thought was hilarious.
Nobody wants to go up the butt girl. Nobody wants to marry the up the butt girl.
Oh man, hilarious. I think it kind of goes to the whole aesthetic thing. Because every time she's against something, she mentions, "Oh, I went to Yale," or whatever school she says. It's like, "Oh, I'm from Bristol, Connecticut."
It's super conservative. Like,
so it comes off very prudish.
The good girl, religious girl. Like, that is exactly who Charlotte is.
Yeah. So very clear there.
Yeah.
And then someone right to me said, like when it comes to sexual favors, yes, have your boundaries. But I think also times people go a little too hard with, certain things. It's like, oh, if I don't got a ring on it, I'm not doing this. And it's like, okay, cool. Weird flex, but okay. Motherfuckers is out here having a ball.
Listen, live your life, child. Live your life.
Yeah, as long as you're comfortable and you feel like this person respects you, or even if it's a situation where it's like, yo, you're just really attracted to them.
Yeah.
If you feel like you want to do something, just fucking do it.
Yeah.
So, people could just be very weird at times with certain shit.
Think too hard about it.
Yeah.
People don't want to be judged. And I think that's the big thing. It's just like, who are you going to judge you about your sexual innuendos other than the people that you're doing it with? Who's doing it with you? Like, who gives a damn? Yeah.
Yes. Which kind of goes into what I was going to bring up with Carrie Because when she starts talking about when she starts writing about her friend who is hiding his girl, she's like, oh, what happens when you have amazing sex with people you're embarrassed to tell your friends? Don't fucking tell your friends.
Yeah.
Like, it's really that simple. If you know, his situation is different because that's his girl. But if you just having intimate encounters with someone, you ain't got to tell person shit. Like, only person who knows my sexual history is my doctor. That's it. Everybody else you could just assume.
Yeah.
But you don't need to know no details on nothing.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know. People be weird more times than not.
Yeah.
And then my last point before we could move on to Carrie a little bit is I would have thought it was also slightly interesting going back to the whole Charlotte and her vagina portrait, how the girls were like trying to look and see which portrait was hers. You would think that they would have seen her vagina already, like, and would have known and been able to point it out. Because I mean, not all women are like that, but I know a lot of women
are not
are very comfortable with like being naked around their friends.
A lot of women are not like that. And as a woman who is comfortable being naked around anybody, it's just a titty. It's just a vagina. That's how I feel. When I am around women who aren't comfortable, I'm like, okay, I respect it. Like, I get it. I get it. I get it. But a lot of women really aren't as comfortable as you would think.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, I thought it was too.
Should we move on to Carrie?
Yeah, let's get into the core 4. Let's complain about these heifers.
Yes. Okay.
We can just knock those out.
She is a dweeb. Like, she is the ultimate dweeb. No matter how many times Mr. Big plays in her face, she's just completely smitten by him. She's high key, she's a loser. Like, she is a loser. She has no regard for herself in any sort of capacity when it comes to her attachment to this man. And it's mind-boggling.
Do you think it's because of how they kept running into each other? So to her, it was like a sign of, oh, maybe I do need to know this man.
2 words for you. Mental illness. Okay?
But I think a lot of women do, like, that meet cute thing is like such a big
mental illness. Granted, I just learned about this. What was it? I think in the past year or so, I have a friend who I feel like has exhibited this, but limerence. The whole limerence will get you caught up.
Like limerence, what do you mean?
Limerence is basically you get infatuated with this person and you ignore all the signs of everything else because you may have had this great conversation with this one individual and this might be the first great conversation you had in such a long time. It's like, oh, is this the beginning of something new? I wonder how the sex is like. I wonder how he is as a boyfriend. You know what? I'm about to call him. I'm about to do this. I'm about to do that. And it's like, bruh.
Yeah. No, I do hate when people do that. And I try to tell people, like, don't think too hard about meeting somebody and dating someone and where it's going to go. Because the more you put pressure on yourself about that, the worse it gets. Like, it's just not going to be this fantasy of what you think it should be. Again, Disney will pay for their crimes because if Disney never put that shit out there like that, we wouldn't be thinking love is supposed to be a fantasy world. Like,
and there's nothing wrong with being excited about meeting someone new and you having a certain energy that wasn't necessarily present.
Yeah.
But also, realism is a thing. Like,
it can't be real when you and I love La La Land. It don't work that way.
If you're someone who's like, yeah, I really don't date men with kids under any circumstance, but then you come across this individual, you have a great time, but then he tells you he got 1 or 2, and then you're like, maybe, who knows? Maybe we could. It's like, but what are you doing? You're setting yourself up for failure. You're setting yourself up for failure every time. But Carrie is a loser. Sorry, not sorry.
not even that. She does all that, right? We see episode 4 where she's running into him, and then eventually he's like, "Oh, let's finally go on a date." The date that's supposed to go on where he's supposed to meet her at the club. We see what happened with that. Then we see what happens with when they do set up a proper date and he's with his homeboy.
How many signs do you need?
Okay. And then you finally have sex with him. You're supposed to have a date with him, but instead of having the date, y'all just have sex instead. And so, okay.
Speaking of which, I'm sorry. I have to play something very quickly.
Go ahead.
After they had sex, oh my God.
Stand up!
Carrie needs to stand up, but yeah.
She was yapping her ass off. It's like, did you enjoy it? How was it?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? What are you going to do right now? You know, is the sky blue right now? What's going on? I was like, whoa. You're like a little chipmunk, like a little squirrel. Just.
Yeah, she's excited. She's excited. The meet cute went
that would have turned me the fuck off. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm never seeing this woman ever again.
Yeah. Clearly, Big don't think too much of it because we see by the time he gets in episode 6, she's crashing out on him because she thinks like
she's so dumb. He lied. He lied. He lied. Everything was a lie.
He had an explanation for everything, and she's ate it up. She ate it up. She gonna continue to eat up everything Mr. Big tell her.
Which is so dumb because she got the information with her homeboy. Everything that he was doing to his girl, Mr. Big was doing to you.
They said the exact same thing.
You're an idiot. You are a dunce.
Yeah.
You know how they never used to do this in school. At least maybe they used to do it way back in the day for the older folks. Put you in the corner, make you wear the little dunce hat. She is a dunce. Every time I see her, it's like, look at this airhead. Like, why are you so dumb? Like, and he ain't even do shit. He ain't give you no bread. He ain't take you nowhere fancy. He's just some 6'3" regular white man.
And
you don't even know what he does.
Yeah, she know he got. Well, you know, when they first introduced Big, they're like, "Oh, he's the next Donald Trump." That's how they describe him. I know, right? But we talking about Donald Trump in the 90s, right? When niggas actually love Donald Trump. But so they're saying that, but also remember, Samantha tried to talk to Big, and Big like paid her dust. So I wonder if a big part of this is her homegirl wanted him, who Samantha usually gets any man she wants, and that doesn't happen. And so she feels like, he actually wants me, and I keep seeing him and all of this. It has to be fake.
I don't even think the Samantha thing plays a factor because she never has conversations about Big around them.
Yeah.
And if she does, or if there is something about it, she lies in some capacity.
Yeah.
Like she's embarrassed. Yeah.
She's embarrassed.
Like, she's a loser. She's a dweeb. Like, loser.
Yeah.
Big loser energy.
Yeah. Okay. Next, who else you want to talk about?
I mean, I think I covered everybody else, but you know me. You know, I got my fashion notes. So, I absolutely love this little teal dress. I don't know, it might be made out of wool, but I like this dress that she had on. And then I think this is episode 5. I love the trench coat, and then I don't even know what kind of jacket Samantha has on, but I love both of those.
Yeah.
And then the last one, actually no, 2 more. I love the snakeskin. I love the snakeskin dress. Like, I don't think I've ever seen like a snakeskin dress before. I could be wrong. It's not common. And then, even though she makes a brief appearance, Amalita with this green ensemble, the blazer and the dress.
Amalita was fly. I loved all her dresses.
I didn't love the other one. That was a bit too over the top. But the black one I could have did without. But this green one, I sealed the deal on. Where is it?
Those heels are so cute. I love that. So cute.
Yeah.
So cute.
No more fashion notes from me.
All right. What about your quotables?
Let's see. Episode 4, Carrie says to Miranda, "How pathetic do I feel asking you if a guy kind of likes me?" If you have to ask, you already know your answer. She's talking about Mr. Big, like, bro, airhead. And then, funny enough, in the scene where Samantha and Carrie in episode 5 are struggling to get seated at the restaurant and they leave, Samantha says to Carrie, if she were a man, not only would we be eating right now, but they'd be sending over free drinks. So they tell you, many, many moons ago, during my college years, I used to work for a well-known coffee shop. I think people are familiar with this one. It's called a Starbucks.
Oh. I'm like, what?
Starbucks. And I remember my manager at the time came upstairs because we used to have a basement. He came upstairs and he was like, yo, how come every time I come upstairs and you at the bar, and if there's mad women at the bar, they all already have their drinks and haven't even paid yet? And I'm like, I'm just here to provide a service, okay? Like, I don't know what to tell you.
What the women like. Yes, I know.
Listen,
that's right.
man,
That's
like, come
period.
on, like,
period.
So, and yeah, there were definitely a select few where it's like, yo, your money's no good here. Please, please take your drink.
Oh, I love
and carry on. Carry on.
I love it. I love when that happens to me.
Listen, man.
Bless you. Bless you. Bless you.
I don't like to use this phrase because it's a trash phrase, but as the kids would say, when you see some fine shit, listen. And there was a few that walked through them doors. It was like, oh, nah. We need to have a conversation. What you want? What you want? Oh, word. What you doing around these parts? So yeah.
Oh my God.
There was one in particular. Oh, God bless her soul. I think she's married with kids now. I have no idea, God bless her.
I think she's married with kids now. Oh my God.
Fine ass Blasian.
Okay, not a Blasian. Okay, any other quotables you got before
my last one is Carrie says this to Mike. I brought this up earlier about having fabulous sex with people we won't admit to our friends. You don't have that problem if you don't tell your fucking friends. Like, whatever you're doing in your bedroom is your business. So, yeah. That's all I got.
Okay. So let's get into the ratings. I think we know we're going to give it. 1 is unwatchable. 5 is great all-time TV. What will we give episodes 4 through 6 for Sex and the City?
I believe these set of 3 were slightly better than the first 3.
Okay.
But I also feel like it's very Carrie focused, and a lot of the meat of what's happening is Carrie focused. So it's not giving the other characters some time to shine. And if they do, it's like, that was cool. Nothing too crazy. So I think for all 3 of these, I'll give them like a 3.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all solid, but they are definitely, I guess, a bit more engaging. Primarily seeing the bumbling idiot that is Carrie Bradshaw, I think was.
You know what? I'm happy that you hate Carrie as much as I do, and I can't wait till you just continue that hate.
Listen, man, there's just certain things that I've witnessed in the little clips that I've seen.
Yeah.
Of like, Carrie is the type of person where, and I think I've said this last week too. Carrie's the type of person, when she got her man, she don't give a fuck about y'all.
Yeah.
But then when she ain't got her man, hey, how come we're not going on girls trips like we used to? What happened? And it's like, oh, you want it. Oh.
Yeah, she is. I should have said this while we were talking about the episodes, but in episode 4, she talks about is our guys in their 20 designer drugs, like, are they just so addicting? And then by the end of the episode, when she sees Big and all of that, she was like, well, maybe men are all drugs. And I put a quote, I said, men are drugs if you're male centered. And that's literally what Carrie Bradshaw, she is so 100%. Male centered, and she don't see anything outside of a man. And
she was fucking whatever he is, the French guy or the European, whatever he is. In her daydream, she was floating in fucking air.
She felt like everything he was saying.
You just told this man you broke. What you floating about? Ain't nothing. Well, granted, there's nothing in her pockets. Maybe that's why she was floating. So there's that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I will have to agree. I think I'll give 4 or 5 a 3, and I'll give 6 a 3.5. I think that was a little bit more meat and potato on episode 6.
I could see that. I could see
Yeah.
that. Because, yeah, I think isn't episode 6 when she goes and crashes out on him?
Yeah. Yeah.
Loser. Thank God I've never experienced no shit like that. I'll be very upset.
Yeah. Any last words before we get out of here?
Nope.
Great. All right. So that's a wrap on episodes 4 through 6. Age gaps, power plays, and secret boyfriends. And every one of them comes back to the same question. Who are you performing for? This is a journey through, though not a one-off. So make sure you're following along with us. Subscribe to the channel here on YouTube and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next one. Remember, this is a rare treat being outside the Patreon wall, so don't sleep on it. If you got to take what's holding up, what's aging like milk, drop it in the comments. We read every one of them. Click that like button if you enjoyed this breakdown, and come find us on social media too. We're posting clips and extras between episodes. Thanks for rewinding with us. We'll see you for the next 3 episodes. Bye.
Bye.